These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK article quote, Iraq supports OPEC's approach to selling oil in foreign currencies instead of dollars, unquote. Another quote, this step will support the economies of all oil exporting countries. OPEC countries are currently heading not to deal in US dollars in oil transactions, and that dealings will take place in any local currency, unquote. Mark Z says this is very big. Another huge piece is, quote, depositing the sum in Americans' banks for oil sales is no longer a condition, unquote. Mark Z says every time they tried to move forward an RV, they hit a brick wall because the US was controlling all their dollars. This is absolutely huge, and you guys should all be excited. Claire article quote, the Iraqi Trade Bank issues a statement regarding foreign remittances, unquote. Another quote, customers of the Iraqi Trade Bank from Iraqi private sector companies can make foreign commercial transfers through the platform of the Central Bank of Iraq to all countries of the world through the bank's branches through their accounts opened in Iraqi dinars, unquote. Militiaman saying today we are headed towards open trade. That's huge. We have an article quote, a statement received by the news today that customers of the Iraqi Trade Bank from Iraqi private sector companies can make foreign commercial transfers to all countries of the world through their accounts opened in Iraqi dinars, unquote. Militiaman says powerful statement, effectively international. Why didn't they do this 6 years ago? Goldilocks says, I just heard from our CBI banker contact. The articles as of late are true. Iraq has been placed inside the SWIFT system, and their banks have been given the green light from the Trade Bank of Iraq to do foreign currency exchanges in their local banks. No rate has been cleared for takeoff just yet. Based on information I'm still receiving daily from the banking system and CBI contact, I do not expect anything to happen this week. We are close. Frank 26 article quotes Sudanese advisor, foreign currency reserves are high, safe, and at a comfortable levels, unquote. The new national currency is asset-backed and powerful. The monetary reform is very comfortable with all the backing of the new national currency. Mountain Goat says we are moving very quickly and to the end of this long RV saga. I only hope you are prepared about the amount of your investment in the dinar. Remember, when they do the rate change, there is no turning back as investors. You will never get the IQD again for 1/6 of a penny and exchange it upwards of $3. And some say the speculation could go as high as $9 before they cut it off at a managed float. I'm told by my CBI contact they intend not to let it go crazy and over speculate as was done when the Kuwaiti dinar was reinstated. Susie says we're getting all kinds of good news about the rate change coming soon. Iraqis, hold on to your dinars for the new value, etc., etc. We're heading into May. Eid is over. No pictures of the NSCNs yet, and companies pouring into Iraq to do business. But why and how companies would pour into Iraq if they didn't know dinars going to be worth? If I was a contractor and bidding on jobs, I would want to know my costs and how and what I'm going to be paid into it, or why I would want to do business. So do they know something we don't? Or they could do the one-to-one with the stroke of a pen if they're really in that big of a hurry to join the international world as they say they are. Walking stick via Frank 26, the rate will only go up from the start. It will be a constant increase. They have been telling the Iraqi citizens, your currency will have more value than the US dollar. They're putting it out right now 1.5 to 1, and that will be 67 cents. Mark Z via PDK says, I talked with some folks in Iraq, and they were telling me that not only is everything done, but they are now asset-backed, just waiting to release their value. The information coming out of Iraq the last few hours is very positive, that they told me they are now asset-backed. Well, I am very excited about this news. All right, Claire article quote, the selling price of the dollar reached 141,000 dinars, but the purchase amounted to 139,000 dinars for every $100. This is the lowest level the dollar has reached to enter within the range of 1,300 since the price of the dollar was changed in late 2020. Note, we want to continue to see the purchase amount of dinars for every US dollar to go down. It's a good thing for dinar holders. Militiaman article quote, the price of the dollar against the dinar is at its lowest level in 2 years, unquote. Militiaman says the dinar is moving in the right direction. Lastly, we have Mountain Goat saying, I can hardly wait for them to roll out the newer, lower denominations, as this will be our final sign that there is no turning back. The actions taken by the CBI since January, you can clearly see, like me, that to this point there is really almost no turning back. Commitments are already going forward, and the changes to reinstate at a revalue rate are in play. We just don't know the date, but we know it is coming, and much sooner than later.